The 18th century produced a huge flourishing of rationalistic thought in the analysis and understanding of human lives in general and social relations in particular. This was very much a characteristic of the intellectual basis of the European Enlightenment, even though, as Isaiah Berlin has shown, there were many other elements in the broad current of the intellectual thought of that period. Adam Smith was definitely a dedicated practitioner of reasoned analysis of societies in the dominant spirit of the European Enlightenment. It's not that rationalistic thought had been absent in the intellectual history of the world. Traditions of rational analysis can be seen in the history of a great many countries across the world. Well-developed schools of analytical reasoning had been, for example, a powerful force in India since at least the 8th century BC. And it also had an enormous presence in the intellectual cross-current of ancient Greece and Rome, and similarly elsewhere. But it was all only during the European Enlightenment, particularly in the 18th century, that the pursuit of rational assessment of everything became a dominating feature of the intellectual life of the countries involved.
No proper time of day.
buonasera. Questo romanzo racconta il conflitto tra il mondo laico e quello religioso, attraverso il racconto delle vite di due fratelli, Maya e Suhail Hake, che decidono di prendere strade molto diverse nella vita. Dopo essersi battuti nella guerra di liberazione del loro paese, il Bangladesh, entrambi sono alla ricerca di un modo per scendere a patti con i terribili ricordi di quella guerra. Ma mentre la sorella, Maya, sceglie di continuare a vivere la sua vita da rivoluzionaria, diventando medico e femminista, suo fratello sceglie la vita religiosa. Questo conflitto si acuisce quando Maya torna a casa dopo una lunga assenza e ha l'occasione di conoscere il figlio di Suhail, Zaid, di 5 anni. Nelle scene che seguono, Maya scopre che Zaid è diventato un borsaiolo e un ladro.
Or bring reality shows in which contestants debated the size of their genitals. But that's what money does when it comes without meaning. It institutionalizes bad taste. The disadvantage of new money proliferating in old country is that it gave people with no personality a terrible one. I saw this firsthand, exposed to not only Bombay's dark underbelly of poverty and political perversions, but also its glitzy nightlife and the shallowness that was its temple. I saw money change the way middle-class Indians spoke, ate, talk, read, even breathe, since now the malls are all air-conditioned. I saw money change life from an experience into the symbol of something else. And this was most apparent in the fashion world, so I returned to write about it. It's an aperture to look at the conflict between surface and self, the way we inhabit reality, to inhabit the idea of beauty, if not beauty itself. It is a way for me to understand how some people in my country can wear stilettos that can cost as much as someone else's monthly salary. But I am not interested in making a comment on the disparity in wealth. I'm not one of those Indian novelists who hunt down people with the pistol of social conscience. I'm merely a storyteller. Therefore, the story I'll tell you tonight about a young, tragic woman called Leela, a former model with erratic morality, is a story of her life, which is elegant and crazy and brief as a sigh. As for the climate of her life, the wealth that has made her who she is, the politics that shaped her, I'm not interested in commenting on that either, for that's already there, as clear as light of day. An anonymous photographer, Leela's friend, relates my story. And the photographer must tell this story because the best portraits in art are not the ones we extract and immortalize with a camera, but the ones we leave behind in life, whole, untouched, thus the unseek, the thing in itself.